What's up, Metal Brethren? It's Scott Tanic One coming at you again live from the dungeon with yet another Vault review. Now, this album in particular, it was the follow-up to a really great landmark album, in my opinion. That is 2008's Twilight of the Thunder God by Amon Amarth. Honestly, this record, I think, is not as good as With Odin on Our Side. It does have some really great, memorable tracks. I ended up getting the bonus version of here that's got a second disc on it with basically a live show that is fucking awesome. The stage is set up like it's a Viking ship. They got guys that come out in full Viking Scandinavian garb, just beating the shit out of each other with swords and axes. Man, it really makes me want to go see these guys live, especially back in this time. But you know what? No one has a time machine. No DeLorean for me, so I got to just kind of deal with having this. Anyway, like I was saying, 2008, 2 years after With Odin on Our Side, we got this one. And honestly, it doesn't really, in my opinion, stand up to With Odin on Our Side, but it is a very, very solid offering, to say the very least. Let's get into some tracks on here. Twilight of the Thunder God, the title track, kicks off this record, and honestly, it's definitely a really, really good song. Free Will Sacrifice is another one that I like on here. Probably my personal favorite on here, that had an amazing video that accompanied it. Guardians of Asgard. Really, really, really great stuff. Another one that I think is really good is The Hero. The Hero is a really good song. It's kind of like an homage to a mercenary who's dying. So go ahead and check that one out too. Honestly though, I think this one kind of it's not as good as With Odin on Our Side, in my opinion. And it definitely doesn't stand up to, albums like The Avenger or Versus the World or Once Sent from the Golden Hall, their debut. It's really, really great stuff, man. If you're into death metal, you definitely got to get into Amon Amarth, being the fact that it's a different kind of style of lyrical themes. Most of your lyrical themes in death metal are either gore related, 101 songs about the devil, or murdering someone, or just, there's a lot of themes in death metal that just kind of get tiresome after a while. And if that is the case with you, it was with me there for a little bit. Not gonna dismiss any, because I really love the death metal genre, especially bands like Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, Morbid Angel. I love those bands. I champion them. I put them on a really high pedestal. But yet at the same time, I was kind of getting burnt out on the death metal style when I really got into Amon Amarth. It just reinvigorated my appetite for death metal, especially with, the Viking, Norse mythology, lyrical themes that's in all of their albums. I can't get enough of it. If you're into Norse mythology, you definitely want something that's kind of different as far as, death metal is concerned. Definitely check these guys out, man. If you haven't heard of these guys yet, I really don't know what to tell you. You kind of need to crawl out from underneath that rock that you're living in or under and do some research and actually check out this band. I can't praise them enough. I'm going to go ahead and rate Twilight of the Thunder God for you. Honestly, like I said, it doesn't stand up to With Odin on Our Side, but it's a very solid offering nonetheless. I'm going to give Twilight of the Thunder God a 4 out of 5. It's definitely worth your time. If not, just, check out a couple tracks, and if it's your cup of tea, go ahead. Definitely pick up the record. I picked it up being the fact that I really dug With Odin on Our Side, and it followed it up. So I was hoping for a continuation of what they did with Odin on Our Side, but it fell just a little bit short, in my opinion. Go ahead and hit me up with your opinion, though, on this down here in the comments below. Maybe you think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Maybe you think, maybe you agree with me. It just doesn't stand up to some of their back catalog. That being said, Metal Brethren, Scott Tanic One signing off. Did quite a few Vault reviews today, so I'm going to go ahead and end it on this note. Take it easy, Metal Brethren. Later on.